Well, hello again. Cheryl here, the No Sugar Coach. Today is day 19 of my carnivore experiment. No changes today. The weight is the same. Blood glucose is holding steady at 5.1 or 91.8. And I'm feeling energized and ready to take on the day. All right, so today I want to answer some questions. Someone asked me some personal questions, and it went like this. So, since you're trying to lose weight, how many meals a day are you having? Do you do any fasting? What are you eating? And how much weight do you want to lose? So, I will answer those questions. Right. So, I eat 3 meals a day. Breakfast is usually eaten around 8 o'clock. Lunch is about 4 hours later at noon. And supper is usually around 6 o'clock. And then the kitchen is closed. I do not snack between meals. It's a good habit, but also I'm not usually hungry because I've eaten, lots of protein and fat. Okay, so fasting. I don't enjoy following a fasting schedule. It stresses me out to go without food. And honestly, I don't feel good when I skip meals. Now, there are days when I'm naturally not hungry in the morning until maybe, 11 o'clock. So, when that happens, I'll just hold off and have my lunch at noon. And that's no problem. And on that day, of course, I won't have 3 meals. I'll just have 2 meals. But that's very rare. But I'll still have the same amount of food. Typically my last meal is at 6 p.m., as I said, and I don't eat the next day until 8 a.m., and that gives me a total of 14 hours fasted, and I'm okay with that. Now, I have tried fasting for extended periods, and I think the longest I've lasted was like 72 hours. And, I didn't lose any weight. I was not a happy camper and I had no energy. So I just don't do that to myself. Maybe it just wasn't the right time for me, but if you enjoy fasting and you're getting the results that you want, then you should keep doing what works for you. I do understand all the benefits that can come from fasting, autophagy, and all sorts of other things. But at this time, it's just not for me. If I decide to fast, you'll be the first to know. As for what I eat, I'll give you yesterday as an example of, what I might eat in a day. Breakfast was three hard-boiled eggs. They were warm, and I had them with 2 tablespoons of butter and a bit of salt. Lunch was a burger patty, about 5.5 ounces. I weigh after I cook it. And supper was 6 ounces of loose ground beef, again, weighed after cooking. So that provided me with about 1,350 calories, which was about 34% protein and 66% fat. I usually aim for 30% protein and 70% fat, but I don't always nail it. And I don't stress out over that. Also, I usually have a bit more variety than just burgers and eggs. But yesterday was a bit of a lazy day. Typically, I'll have like, fish or seafood, lamb, pork chops, bacon, that sort of thing. And the last question was, how much weight do you want to lose? Okay, so if I go by what society tells me I should weigh, then I would need to lose about 40 pounds. If I go by what I feel best at, then losing 30 pounds will be perfect for me. So that'll be 30 pounds. Yeah, 30 pounds more than what I've already lost. Frankly, since I don't plan to go back to eating a high carb diet, I believe my weight will eventually settle somewhere that's healthy for me. It may be higher or lower than I'd like, but who cares? And how long before I reach, that weight goal remains to be seen. I've never been a slim person, so I expect I will always have healthy curves, and I've made peace with that. So I hope that you will embrace your body by nurturing it with good food and daily movement. Don't poke fun at your body and don't call yourself nasty names just because you don't have society's ideal body shape. Remember, only Kate Moss can look like Kate Moss. So That's it for me today. Don't forget to subscribe and to give me a thumbs up. And check out nosugarcoach.com. It's a pretty big, helpful site. While you're there, you could sign up for my free newsletter. It's called No Sugar Weekly. And it's filled with great information and, yeah, it's, some of it is a little bit quirky. There's always some inspirational stuff in there. And of course, I answer all of my subscribers' questions in there as well. So again, No Sugar Weekly, it's a free newsletter available at nosugarcoach.com. In the meantime, eat well, be kind to yourself, and keep a smile on your face. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye for now.